A lot of people with successful careers, high achievers like professionals and business owners, they ask themselves if they actually need a cleanse or if they need somebody like to get more performance or to have a detox or have a flush or have a parasite cleanse as well in order to have better performance, in order to get healthier. And I talk to people every day that are in these kind of positions, but they also have chronic health challenges like chronic fatigue, like brain fog, maybe even some autoimmune conditions. They could have migraines, they have gut problems, okay? Chronic health challenges. And a lot of these high achievers, a lot of these professionals and business owners, they think they need a cleanse. Or sometimes they think, that's like hocus pocus, that's not really something that you need to do. There are other ways to get better. And the body is cleansing on its own. It's also one of these theses that people say out there, or even doctors are saying this. But what's actually going on nowadays is especially if you have a chronic health issue, especially if you feel exhausted and drained and if you don't have motivation and you can't find the words anymore, you're not as sharp anymore in your brain, you struggle with brain fog, maybe you have bloating, maybe you have hormonal imbalances as well, and maybe some thyroid issues too. And then you ask yourself if you should do a cleanse. So first of all, especially when you're in a position when you're in a more stressful environment, when you're a high achiever, when you work on your career every day, especially then you need to cleanse, because nowadays we're more and more exposed to more chemicals. We're more and more exposed to toxic heavy metals. They're falling from the sky. They're in beauty products. They're in perfume. They're in cologne. They're in air fresheners. And even if you don't have these things, even if you don't use it for yourself, you obviously can't avoid them all the time because other people are wearing these toxins. And if you do it, well, here's the first thing you can do to cleanse your body is to stop using these toxins in your everyday life, because these are one of the worst things you can put on your body actually to breathe in. So we're exposed to toxic heavy metals, we're exposed to radiation, and yes, you can cleanse radiation as well from the body. We're exposed to more pesticides, herbicides, fungicides, rodenticides. We're exposed to petroleum. We're exposed to more viruses and more bacteria every day. They need to be cleansed as well. It's not only about the toxins, it's about the pathogens as well. And the whole parasite thing is a total scam, because parasites don't cause chronic health issues. Not everybody, but a lot of people nowadays are focused on parasites, and they say, oh, you need a parasite cleanse, parasite cleanse, parasite cleanse. That's one of the most important things you need to do right now, but it's actually not. Far from it. Parasite cleanses are not what you need to do. Some people feel better on parasite cleanses, but it's not the reason because they took care of a parasite. It's because a lot of the foods that are in parasite cleanses, like garlic, like cayenne pepper, like honey, maybe some papaya, these kind of things are also antiviral and antibacterial. And that's actually the real problem when you have, especially when you have, for example, let's say you have brain fog and chronic fatigue, most of the time, coupled with adrenal fatigue, but that's caused by the Epstein-Barr virus. I used to struggle with that a lot. So let's say you do a lot of garlic in your diet, for example, you kill off more of that EBV. Or let's say you do more honey, you kill more of that EBV, because it's not only strengthening your immune system, it's also antiviral. And therefore you can see some improvements from that. But it's not because of the parasite cleanse, it's because of the foods that are antiviral. So people are doing it wrong, first of all, when they're doing cleansing. They don't understand how the liver works because they eat too many fats, they eat too many proteins. And if you don't take care of your liver, you don't cleanse. The liver is the main organ that you need to take care of if you cleanse. That's really how you cleanse your body. And the question is also often how often you should cleanse. Should you do it once in a while? The thing is, every day. Every day you need to cleanse. And it's not something that's complicated, but especially you, when you're somebody that has a stressful life, You struggle with your chronic, you struggle maybe with your chronic health issues already, and you still, you're still in the boat, you still work every day, and you're still in the trenches, and you still do your thing every day, and you perform, but you realize you were much better, and you have lack of motivation, the brain fog kicks in, you can't concentrate as long anymore, maybe you need more caffeine to keep you going, you get the energy crashes, you already wake up tired in the morning, so it's not like you used to be. And for people like you, it's not something that you just do once in a while. It's not like, oh, I do a parasite cleanse for a week and then you think all of your problems are gone. Cleansing is something that you do every day. Every single day of your life, you should cleanse. You should detox, whatever term you like more. You have to cleanse your body every single day. Because if you don't do that, toxins accumulate. They accumulate and accumulate. More and more and more and more, making you more sick. And the more toxins on your body, the more you're also on adrenaline, the more it's burning out your adrenals. The more you get more energy crashes, the less resilient you are, the less successful you get in your job or in your business. The less money you make, the less you can provide for your family. And that's all because you don't cleanse your body. You really have to make sure that you cleanse your body every day. And that's what I've been doing with people I help people for years and years, helping them specifically how to have an individualized protocol for their situation. Because some people are more sensitive, some people are less sensitive. Some people can use certain foods, some people can't use certain foods because they're sensitive to foods as well. So it really depends on the individual situation, and I help hundreds of people, especially with symptoms like chronic fatigue and brain fog, to get their energy back, get their sharpness back, being able to, not having these symptoms anymore and perform. I know how it is when you can't perform at 100% when you have to, when you want to. I used to be a professional soccer player in Germany, and I had the worst brain fog you can imagine. And that was really bad on my performance, obviously. So I know how it feels to suffer. I know how it feels to go from one doctor to another doctor, not getting answers. Blood tests always look fine. And then you sit there and you think people sometimes even say that you're the problem, and that it's like you're making this up sometimes even, or it's like in your head, or it's like too much stress and all of that. No, there are physical issues. There are too many toxins in your body, too many viruses in your body. They end up in your brain. Toxic heavy metals end up in your brain, causing more brain fog. The viruses, they inflame your nervous system, causing you to be more fatigued. And as long as you don't cleanse that, as long as you don't cleanse every day, you will have problems with that. You'd never get to the root of what's actually causing your problems. So the question is, do you need to cleanse as a professional or business owner? Yes, 100%. You need to cleanse every day. And if you want to know how to do that, if you need a protocol specifically for your specific health issues that support you in the best way possible, additionally with detox protocols, then I highly recommend to you to check out the website that is under that video. The website is called www.theobergmann.com, and on this website there's a button where you can book a free discovery call. And on that call, if you click there and you book the call, you put in your time that you want to have the call, somebody from my team will call you to figure out if and how I can help you, first of all, at the exact time you scheduled. We will also look at your intake, what you put in there, review that, and then ask you a couple more questions about that, see if and how I can help you. And if so, then we would move on to something called a strategy call. And in that strategy call, it's a one-on-one call with me for free on Zoom. And in that call, I would show you a specific strategy on how you can achieve your health goals, what kind of detox protocols we need to do for you specifically, and also what kind of supplements could be helpful, but mainly the diet is what's coming first. And it's not about supplements and herbs. That's certainly helpful, and that's a big part of how I help people, but the biggest part is actually your diet. If you don't take care of your diet, you don't take care of your liver, and you don't cleanse, it's just how it works. There are no shortcuts for you getting better. And I would highly recommend you doing that, because if you do like a parasite cleanse here and another supplement hack there. It's never really the full solution to your problems. And if you want to have a full solution for your problem, you should reach out right now, because I've been showing over and over again, you can check out the testimonials on this YouTube here, on my Trustpilot. I've been showing over and over again that I get people better, even from the worst conditions. And that's why you should definitely reach out. The call is for free. Reach out if you're a professional business owner, if you're somebody that has a successful career, and then we can look at your situation more deeply, and hopefully we can talk soon. So thanks for watching this video, and we're gonna talk very soon. Bye-bye.